Samsung flagships have been known for dominating the global market, and the S10 Plus was no exception. Launched back in Feb 2019, Samsung proved that it had everything that a smartphone had to offer. But we're here now in 2020. Does it still stand tall? Does it have it all? Or should you upgrade to the S20? Let's find out. Now inside the box came a 15-watt adaptive fast charger. I wish this was 25. A USB Type-C to USB 2.0 connector, and a pair of high-quality AKG tuned Samsung earphones, which most smartphone manufacturers don't even care to provide. Back in 2019, when smartphone manufacturers were trying their best to provide a full view experience but not a complete screen to body ratio, Apple was the first smartphone manufacturer to come with a full view display phone but with an unusual looking notch at the top, which was then embraced by many smartphone manufacturers. But Samsung took the bold step of introducing the punch hole display, and here we are in 2020, where major smartphone manufacturers like Vivo, Oppo and even Xiaomi are embracing the punch hole display. And not to forget that gorgeous glass back panel, which attracts a lot of attention. So yeah, that makes it a worthy competitor in the design segment. Now talking about the hardware, the S10 Plus comes with an Exynos 9820 chipset, 8GB of RAM and with a storage of 128GB. There is a 512GB model as well, but I have the 128GB model with me. And as of date, I have not faced any issues regarding memory. Gaming has been just fine on the smartphone. I have faced a little heating issues in the past while playing heavy games like Mortal Kombat and Asphalt, but that's a problem with all smartphone manufacturers these days. The camera on the S10 Plus is still a worthy competitor. The triple camera setup lets you take all kinds of pictures worthy enough for your uploads on Facebook or Instagram. The front camera is, however, a little to the downside. Indoor selfies looked very washed out, and the skin textures look very artificial as well. Now there are a ton of features in the camera which I like. For example, the Instagram mode, where it lets you take a picture for your Instagram with the features of the camera, which is the wide angle or the telephoto lens. The live focus on this is also very good. In fact, the edge detection is much better than many other manufacturers today. In a recent update, they've also added the single take feature, where in a single take you get multiple options of the same photo to choose from. The video mode also just got better, where you can now take 4K videos at 60 FPS from your front camera. The ultrasonic fingerprint scanner was the USP of the S10 Plus. At first, it was not so accurate and fast, but they fixed it with a minor software update. Now coming to the best part of the S10 Plus, which is the display. An HDR10 Plus supported QHD Plus 6.4-inch dynamic AMOLED display takes you to a different world of viewing experience. Now if you're not satisfied with that, you'll be surprised to know that the first generation VR headset is still compatible with the S10 Plus. All thanks to the USB Type-C adapter that they provided in the VR headset box back then. That was done so that it could support the Note 7, but then we all know what happened about the Note 7, so... Now coming to the battery, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus comes with a 4100 mAh battery, which is good enough to carry your day-to-day tasks. I've been using this phone for almost a year now, and I have not faced any major battery issues. The always-on display has always been active, the animations were at their default, and I watch a lot of movies. And I get a battery life of about 5 to 5.5 hours. But if you're a heavy gamer, you can expect a battery life of about 4 to 4.5 hours. And now guys, the final verdict. Should you upgrade to the S20 or should you not? I say no, because this smartphone still has some features that you can boast of in 2020. For example, the reverse wireless charging, the Samsung DeX feature, the link to Windows, the gorgeous dynamic AMOLED display, and not to forget the 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, it doesn't make sense to me spending 79 to 80,000 just for a few extra features. You can still keep this phone for a year or two, I can say. But if you have the money, you can definitely go for it. The S10 Plus still has a lot of features that you can make the most out of. You can still be a proud owner of the S10 Plus in 2020. Guys, if you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get updates about my next video. Till then, I'll see you next time.